Hey everyone, welcome to the Breakthrough Entrepreneurs Show, where we empower entrepreneurs to overcome the challenge of work life balance, burnout, break bad, old, unhealthy, negative habits, behaviors, build new habits, create new rituals, new routines. I'm your host, Muhammad Faraj, and today our topic is connect your dreams to certain places. As entrepreneurs, we all have dreams. We are pursuing big dreams in our future. We work very hard. We always maintain good, healthy, positive habits that will help us to reach our dreams. We protect our time. We protect our energy. We protect our mindset. We work very hard daily on our health, on our performance, on our productivity, on our focus, on our well being, on our businesses, on our projects, on our tasks, on our network, on our connections, on our relationships. But we need to make sure that we find or we choose certain places that are going to be connected to our dreams. To be honest with you, I learned this from my own personal experience is that places or certain places plays a big role in connecting your dreams, your ambitions, your goals with those places. There is a link, there is a connection between certain places and your dreams. And I made an experiment, and this experiment was amazing. The results was amazing. So in this topic I'm going to talk about how to choose certain places and link them or connect them with your dreams, so that way you are continuing and pursuing your dreams daily, so you don't become off track, so you don't lose sight of your dreams. So I used to always talk and think and imagine, visualize my dreams. I have been doing this practices for the last few years. And I would always imagine, visualize, feel, think about my dreams, talk about my dreams. I would wake up in the morning and visualize my dreams. I would go to bed, visualize my dreams. Every time I meet some friends, I would talk to them about my dreams. Even in my podcast, even on my social media content, I always talk about my dreams. I'm so addicted to my dreams. I'm so connected, so attached to my dreams. I'm always thinking, talking, feeling the experience of my dreams. I'm living for my dreams because dreams are beautiful. So it's important that we choose certain places that always reminds us about what we are working on, what we are chasing, what we are pursuing, what dreams are going to be true in the future. And plays a big role. Places shapes our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions. So why don't we choose? Why don't we start building this habit of choosing certain places that would shape or prompt us with thoughts, feelings, emotions that are connected to our dreams or connected to that experience that we're going to have in the future. I promise you, if you do this practice, if you make it a habit in your daily entrepreneurial life, I promise you this will be a game changer in your daily entrepreneurial life. So, I learned that in order for me to stay aligned with my ambitions, with my goals, with my dreams, I need to choose some certain places. Okay, these are the places in my list that these are the places where every time I visit these places, every time I'm sitting at that workspace or work place, every time I'm going to the gym and visit that spot or that place, I would just think, feel, and bring all my thoughts, all my feelings, all my emotions to the dreams. I would link them to the dreams. So in these certain places, I'm not worrying, I'm not feeling fearful, I'm not thinking about my past, I'm not thinking or feeling about the events, the people that I was involved with before. I'm not bringing old stories, old events. I'm not outside of my dreams, feelings, or thoughts. So what I did is I made it a habit where I have connected certain places to my dreams. I have connected or linked certain places to those thoughts, feelings, emotions that are belong to my dreams. So what I did is I started to think that why every time I'm at home or when I wake up in the morning, when I look at my workplace, I would just think or just feel that, oh, today is another day. It's going to be boring. It's too much work. There's so many projects, tasks that are stacked. Oh, I need to be stuck in my workplace. Or I need to put myself in this place for many hours and just work and not enjoy my life. So what I started to do is, okay, I thought about my dreams. I thought about my goals. Okay, I told myself every day I wake up in the morning, every time I visit this workplace, every time I sit on that chair and sit with that table, I would write down my goals, my vision of future, my dreams. So I started to think, okay, I am visiting this place. I am sitting in this workplace every day. Every time I wake up in the morning, every time I come back from the gym, every time I come back from that nature place on my evening routine, every time I come back home from visiting some friends or from my volunteer work, helping other kids with their sport trainings, every time I come back to this place, it feels like this place, my workplace, is my default spot. So I come back to this place, I start in my workplace and working on my goals, on my dreams. So I said, why can't I just break my old bad habit of thinking and feeling weak, negative, unhealthy thoughts, feelings, emotions that are familiar, that are from the past, they belong to past. They belong to past failures. They belong to my old version. They belong to past old events or incidents or activities that happened in the past in my life. I said, why can't I just make it a habit that every time I sit in this workplace, I would just imagine and feel and think and bring all my thoughts, all my feelings and connect them with each other and link them with my goals, with my dreams. I told myself, why can't I do that? Why can't I just replace those thoughts, those feelings, those emotions? I mean, they are in my life for a reason. I could use powerful, wonderful thoughts, feelings, emotions that are belong to my future, to my vision, to the people that I love, that I'm going to serve and improve their life, that are belong to that service, to that product that I'm going to build and create to help others. I could replace those thoughts, those feelings, those weak, negative, unhealthy feelings with powerful, with great, wonderful thoughts, feelings, emotions, and condition my body to the future. Like connect my emotions with my future experience. So I made the decision that I'm going to start working on this habit. Yes, at the beginning it's going to be hard, and my body, my subconscious mind will always try to prompt me with those old thoughts, feelings, emotions whenever I sit on my workplace. But I said, it's a practice, and I'm going to practice. I'm going to establish and build this habit. So what I did is I remind myself every time I start my day by waking up in the morning, every time I come to this workplace, coming back from my morning routine, I would just think and feel my future, my dreams. So I said, this spot is for my dreams. In fact, whenever I go out for running or outdoor training or physical activity, or whenever I go and hit the gym and do my workout, or whenever I come back from visiting friends or places, I would remind myself that I'm coming back to that place to work on my dreams. Like this chair, this table, this office, this workplace belongs to my future, belongs to my dreams. This is the location for my dreams. This is the workplace that will lead me to my dreams. This is my starting point to work on my dreams. I have connected my dreams to this workplace. In fact, every time I notice that after a while, after building this habit, every time I come back to this workplace, every time I sit in this place, I get those thoughts, those feelings, those emotions that are connected, that are attached, that are linked, that are belong to my future. Like I feel awesome, I feel incredible whenever I sit here. Because so many entrepreneurs, what they do is in their normal routines, in their normal work days, whenever they are sitting in their workplace, they feel like I'm in a present. They think that they are isolated from the world, from doing fun, in entertainment. They feel lonely. Whenever they work in their place, they're just worrying about the coming tasks, projects, the work that they need to get done. They're thinking, worrying about their deadlines. They're thinking and feeling and worrying about their future, if their business is going to work or fail, or the setbacks that are going to show up, or the challenges or the problems. They're worrying about if they're going to lose those clients, or if their product or if their service is not going to succeed or work. They're constantly worried if they're going back to work, to their 9 to 5 job, or working for other people. They're making negative scenarios, coming up with many different excuses. They're coming up with many negative stories, what is going to happen in the future. So what those thoughts, those negative feelings, emotions, and fearful thoughts, and self-doubts, and anxiety, worry, what they do to you is, when you are working in your place, you are off connected from your dreams. You are off connected from the vision of your future. You are off connected from the people that you're going to help, that you're going to serve, that you're going to improve their life, that you're going to make a difference in their life. You are off connected. You're living your past. You're living negative thoughts, feelings, emotions while working. Or worse, you're not focusing on what is important. You're not focusing on the great achievements, the wonderful moments that are waiting on you. You're not thinking and feeling those wins, that progress, those clients that you're going to have, that you're going to gain in the future. You're sitting in your workplace and you're constantly worried. You look fearful, and you don't look motivated, driven, enthusiastic. Instead, you're working just like normal employees. You're just waiting for hours. You're just waiting for a task to get done. You're dragging yourself during the work day. you don't feel vitality in your health, in your business. So it's because you are occupied. It's because you are controlled. It's because you have surrounded your mind, your brain, your body with negative thoughts, feelings, emotions, or you are thinking and worrying about people or about your past. But when you are working in your place, in your castle, in your kingdom, in your dream place, this is where you should connect with your future. You should connect your thoughts, feelings, emotions with that future experience and how it's going to feel, how you are going to celebrate, how you are going to win, how you are going to enjoy, how you are going to feel like really happy inside your heart, how you're going to contact your friends, people in your life, and tell them about your achievements. Share your achievements with them. Share your wins. Share your progress. Because if you are living your old thoughts, that means you are far away from your dreams. You are making yourself very, very far away from your dreams instead of being closer to your dreams. So break this habit. Make it a habit. Every time you visit your workplace should remind you, should prompt you with positive, beautiful thoughts, feelings, emotions about your dreams. Remind yourself, I have dreams. Every time you are sitting and writing down your goals, your dreams, your vision of your future, feel them in your body. Think about them. Connect with them. Link your body, link your mind with that future experience. So, another place that I started to build a habit where every time I wake up in the morning, when I implement my morning routine, so some of those days I go to the gym and do my workout. And what I did is I choose a spot inside the gym, like there is a running treadmill machine and there is a cycle where I do cycling practice. I cycle a lot. So what I did is I made it a habit that every time I go to the gym, instead of worrying about doing my workout, dragging myself, feeling low on energy, not so motivated, not so driven, not so enthusiastic. No, I said every time I enter this gym, this place, I am being connected to my dreams. And my dreams, they require a good health. They require a good fitness. They require good, strong muscles. They require good, healthy shape and body. So every time I go inside that gym, like as soon as I access that gym, I start to think and feel my dreams, my future. So I programmed my subconscious mind and I have conditioned my body where every time I access that gym, those thoughts, those feelings, those emotions that are belong to my future, they start to show up. I start to feel and think my future, my dreams inside that gym. In fact, every time I'm running on that treadmill machine during the winter when it's icy and snow outside, so what I do, I go to that gym and every time I'm running on that treadmill machine, I'm just feeling and thinking and getting so many prompted thoughts, feelings, emotions that are linked, that are connected to my future, to my dreams. I visualize, I imagine how is it going to feel when I make wins? How is it going to feel when I gain those clients? How is it going to feel when I build that product, that service, that company? How is it going to feel when I'm standing and talking to my audience, to my community, to my people during an event or during a public speak event? How is it going to feel when my clients, when the people that I love, they're contacting me, they're asking me for a help? So while I'm training, while I'm running, while I'm cycling, I'm thinking and imagining, visualizing, and feeling that future vision. So when I leave the gym and come back to work, I'm so excited, I'm so driven, I'm so motivated because I have connected my thoughts, feelings, emotions for my that are belong to my future to that gym, to that training facility or place. So it became automatic now. Every time I am sitting in my workplace, I'm just thinking and feeling my future. Every time I go to the gym, automatically it became a habit, just like brushing your teeth, where every time I access that gym, after I scan my card at the door of that gym, after I enter that gym, I'm just thinking, feeling how healthy I am, how healthy I'm getting healthier, and I am achieving my goals. I am making my dreams come true because the workplace and the gym are connected. They are linked to my future vision, to my goals and my dreams. And we all understand that to make your dreams come true, you need to do the work. You need a healthy life. You need a good fitness life because they are requirements. And same thing. Oh my God, this is awesome. This is a game changer. You see, what ended up happening is that I tried to find a place where I feel relaxed, I feel rejuvenated, I feel grateful, I feel blissful, I feel happy, I feel healthy. So I wanted to find a place where whenever I'm not training, whenever it's a day off or a recovery day from doing my workout or from doing my fitness training. So I learned this from my own personal experience is that if I want to feel happy, grateful, blissful, and just feel gifted from God and thank God for all the gifts. So I noticed that every time I see a beautiful blue sky and green areas and I would see the sunshine from my window, I would start to feel and think about how grateful I am, how blissful I am, how lucky I am, how wonderful life I have. So when I noticed the beautiful colors, the beautiful nature from my window in my workplace, I started to think that why can't I find a place like a nature place where whenever I go there, I would just think, feel about my dreams, about my future vision. So I took outside a walk, and after doing some biking, mountain biking outdoor, and visiting various places, and doing tests by visiting various places, so I found a certain place. I found a certain nature place. And as soon as I found that place, I became in love with that nature place. I made the decision that, okay, this is the place that I'm going to make it a habit where every time I need relaxation, every time I need to implement my morning or evening routine, every time I have a recovery day, every time I feel tired, little depleted with energy or drained, or every time I get a phone call or I need to talk to somebody, I said, I will go and take a walk in that nature place. And what I did is every time I went to that nature place, as soon as I step my foot in that nature place, because that place contains like so many hills, beautiful high hills, and forest like green forest, green areas like green grass, or I would see harvest places where people they harvest there, and I would see the goose or the birds like beautiful animals, birds and deers. Sometimes I meet even bunnies and blue beautiful sky. So I started to visit that place. I started to go to that nature place, and I would see all these beautiful colors, the beautiful nature, and the gifts from God. And I would visit the beautiful nature that God has created. And especially when it's a nice sunny weather, every time I visit that place, I would start to think and feel and bring thoughts, feelings, emotions into my subconscious mind, into my body whenever I visit that place. So, oh my God, I've been so grateful. I've been so blissful. I've been so lucky. I've been so happy of making a decision and choosing that place where every time I go to that place, I connect myself, I connect my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions, I connect them, I link them to my dreams, to my future. So now I'm so in love with that place, and it's one of my favorite places. I can't give up that place. Like, I'm so addicted to that nature place or that nature location. Every day I'm there twice, 2 times a day. So 40 times a week. Every day I go to that place, visit that place in the morning and on the evening. So whenever I go to that place, oh my God, that nature place, it opens my heart. It brings me so many familiar thoughts, feelings, emotions, like beautiful moments that I'm going to live in the future. Like my dreams, I start to imagine like my dreams already came true. I feel the experiences. And what I did is I choose that place to celebrate my dreams, to celebrate my achievements, to celebrate my wins. So every day I implement my morning routine, I visit that place. Every day I complete tasks, projects, work on my to-do list. I reward myself by going to that nature place and celebrate my wins, celebrate my progress, celebrate completing my to-do list. So I have designed my own entrepreneurial life or my daily life where I would work, implement my good, healthy, positive habits, rituals, routines, and my reward is going and visiting that nature place. And whenever I visit that nature place, I'm celebrating, I'm enjoying completing that work, I'm enjoying making wins, I'm enjoying making progress. And I would always remind myself, this is the place where I'm going to celebrate my big dreams. This is the place that I'm going to celebrate my big achievements, my big accomplishments in the future. I choose that place. I swear God, I promise you, when I make my dreams come true, I'm going to arrange a simple party in that place. That place is my heart. I love it so much because it opens my mind for new opportunities, for the future. It opens my heart for love, for care, for living a life that is full of happiness and fulfillment. Because that nature place is in my heart. I can't give up that place. I am there in that nature place every day twice. I can't miss it. Even sometimes when I go and visit some friends on Sundays, when I ride a train, I'm looking at that place from the train, from the window. And that place always reminds me about my future, about my dreams. So that nature place is in my memory, is in my mind. I'm constantly thinking and visualizing that nature place where I am celebrating my dreams. So my best advice for you is pick those certain places. So it can be your gym, your local gym. It can be your workspace. It can be one of the parks in your local area, in your city, if there is like nature parks. It can be like a sidewalk, like a place where people take a long walk. It can be a place close to a lake or an ocean where you decide that you're going to make it a habit where every day or every week you visit that ocean or lakeside place, and you are thinking and feeling your future experience. You are imagining, visualizing your dreams in that place. So maybe walking by a lake or an ocean, or it could be a place where you walk inside a forest or a garden or a park. So preferably that place would be a place that is belong to your heart, to your dreams. So a nature place would always remind you about how grateful you are, how blissful you are, how lucky you are. So I wouldn't choose a place, for example, the central of a city, or I don't know, a building, or maybe a place that doesn't feel very appropriate. But places like a gym or your work space or your office or a nature area or a park area. So it should be a place where you are improving your health in those places. It should be a place where you are working on your dreams whenever you are sitting or visiting that place. It should be a place that reminds you about how grateful you are. It should remind you about God given gifts, about the beautiful nature that God has created for us. Maybe it could be a house where you are enjoying every time you visit some friends. So that house, you can connect and link your subconscious mind, your thoughts, feelings, and emotions with that house. So where every time you visit those friends, every time you're sitting and visiting that place, it prompts you about your thoughts, about feelings, emotions that are belong to your future, not to your past. So pick these places, choose these places, and make it a habit where you are connecting your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions in your subconscious mind, in your body, to your future, to your dreams. Dreams are beautiful. Dreams are wonderful. Dreams are incredible. Dreams, what makes us wake up early in the morning. Dreams, what make us build better habits, create, implement routines and rituals. Dreams make us become happy, healthy, and grateful in our life. Dreams make us eat healthy and take care of our bodies. Dreams make us build good, healthy, positive relationships with our families, strengthen our relationships with our families, love them more, care about them more, believe in them more, support them more, help them more, be kind to them more. Dreams make us help other people, support other people, and improve their life. Dreams make us live a happy, fulfilled, and alive with meaning and purpose, where we are out helping others, helping communities, doing volunteer work for others. So that's it. That's what I got for you in this episode. This is one of my favorite and best episodes that I have published so far, because I learned from my own personal experience that places plays a big role in shaping our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And after doing many experiments, I learned and I realized that we can connect, we can link our thoughts, feelings, emotions that are belong to our future to those places, and not be stuck or feel stagnant with our past, with our old stories, with our old events. And when you erase, when you delete, when you remove those old habits, those old stories, events, activities, incidents from your life, you are moving forward, you are getting healthier, you are getting closer to your goals and dreams. Please don't forget to follow me on Spotify or iTunes so you can get weekly content, weekly episode, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Muhammad Faraj, where you get daily, weekly content. And also follow me on Instagram. This is my main social media account. On my Instagram, this is where I publish and share reels and posts every day, every week, to help you break through in your entrepreneurial life. Thank you so much for watching or listening, and I can't wait to publish a new episode. Bye, everyone. Yes.